Monica, where have you been all day?
Where have I been all day? Where else would I be? At the hospital.
What, working all day?
Yes, of course. I mean, you knew that. Where have you been all day, Alan?
Well, it was my day off, Monica, remember? And I've been here waiting to hear from you.
What are you talking about? You knew this morning I was going to be at the
I
hospital.
don't mean that, Monica. I'm talking about what have you accomplished with Donnelly?
What?
You do know that Dmitri Cassadine is in town, and he's talking to Donnelly. I mean, have you found out why?
I have no idea.
Well, for heaven's sake, why don't you have any idea? I mean, you do speak to Donnelly. I mean, you are speaking to the man, aren't you?
Alan, I have been busy all day long doing what I do to make a living. That is practicing medicine. I am not a full-time spy for you and Edward, and I am damn tired of you trying to treat me like that.
Look, Monica, you know how important this business is, and you've
Yes,
got to
I know
stop
how important it is to you and Edward, but I will not be cross-examined or ordered around like a trained dog.
I thought I heard your voice.
You could hear it from a block away.
What's the problem?
Oh, I'm so glad you're all home. I'll tell Stella to start dinner.
Nothing for me, Lila, thank you.
Nothing? Well, you're not ill, are you, dear?
No, Mother, she's just very tired. She's been in OR all day.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, perhaps you'll have an appetite after you have a nice, long, hot bath.
Well, as I was saying, what is the problem?
Well, Alan told you, Edward. I am tired, that's all.
Good Lord, Monica, we're all tired, but what happened about Donnelly and Cassadine?
It's a very touchy subject tonight, Father.
Touchy? Why?
Because I did not feel like playing Matahari today, that's why.
Well, hello, all.
Oh, Celia.
Celia, we were just talking about Cassadine. Did you have any luck today?
Yes, I did. I made an excuse to go over and see Sean, and I met the very charming Mr. Cassadine.
You did?
Well, good girl. What did he say?
Well, he said that he had met Jimmy Lee in Sao Paulo and that they had had dinner together, which gave me the perfect opportunity to invite him to a dinner party with us.
Well, I'm glad one member of the distaff side of this family is functioning today.
When did you invite him to come?
Well, I didn't set a date yet, but he'll be in Port Charles for at least a week.
Well, good. Let's go in here and make some plans, huh?
Absolutely. This is going to be the party to end all parties with a feast to fit the king.
Or at least to Cassadine.
You coming, Monica?
No. You're going to have to plan the party by yourselves. I'm going to take Lila's advice and go up and take a bath. Good night.
Amy, this is Bowling's file. Would you file it, please?
Yes, sir. My pleasure.
Monica?
Rick, good morning.
No, it's an extra early good morning. What are you doing here at this hour? You don't have surgery scheduled, do you?
I happen to notice you don't have surgery either.
Well, I woke up before dawn and I couldn't get back to sleep.
Well, that's the same answer as mine.
Same reason, then.
Yeah, I think that plunging into work keeps my mind off personal problems. No, really, personal. Really, Alan, if you want to know, and you do.
Oh, we are in tune, then, as I'm here for the same reason. I woke up and I started thinking, worrying about Mike, Ginny, for that matter, too.
Yes, Dr. Stryker. Monica and Rick are both on duty right now. Yeah, I'll tell them. Right away, staff.
Amy?
Rick, there's been a really bad accident. Buzz is bringing the victims back. Some of them are critical.
Coming here. Okay, fine. Notify ER, Tony down there, and Bobby, staff. See you there.
Yeah.
Trauma team is ready, Dr. Weber.
Thanks, Patrick.
Okay, we'll be waiting outside for the van. Let's go.
Thank you.
I'm going to notify the blood bank.
Buzz should be here in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to be very busy.
Well, like I told you before, keeping busy keeps my mind off my problems.
Just how bad is it with you?
It's pretty bad. I'm going to have to make a major decision about my marriage to Alan.
Sorry.
So, how about you?
Mike is turning to Derek.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. Ginny wants to take some legal actions to get him back in the house. I disagree with that.
I'm sorry for you. Here we go.
What's that?
Oh, it's the menu for tonight's dinner.
What exactly does one serve a Brazilian shipping magnate?
Anything he wants.
Well, we certainly are pulling out all the stops for Mr. Cassadine.
No, this is no ordinary dinner, my dear. This should do very nicely, Stella. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Quartermain.
Such expensive fare.
Yeah, well, it's money well invested, my dear.
Well, it had better be. We'd better get a substantial return on this investment, or we'll be eating canned goods until spring.
Well, there's no chance of that. This ploy is practically foolproof.
What if it doesn't work?
Well, then we revert to Plan B.
Which is?
You.
Well, something told me I'd be sorry I asked.
I may require the services of your womanly wiles.
You mean you want me to seduce this man?
You don't have to be so crude about it.
I want you to flirt with a man who I trust will turn out to be a very receptive male.
Well, that's exactly what worries me, just how receptive Dmitri is.
Well, just remember, you are a Quartermain woman.
And that requires me to fool around on my husband? No offense.
It requires you to put your family first. Now, what I am suggesting you do does not involve any physical contact whatsoever. That is, of course, unless you happen to be so inclined.
Edward, I don't know. I'm not exactly experienced in matters like this. I think maybe you should think about hiring an undercover agent, professional.
Okay, Celia, there are two things we actually physically need to see. Number one, we have to see proof that Cassadine actually owns this property in Brazil. And number two, that this particular property is loaded with valuable minerals.
You don't ask for much, do you?
Well, can we count on you?
I'll do my part.
You're a true Quartermain, Celia.
Yeah, a scoundrel to the core.
Well, better to be bankrupt ethically than financially, right?
I'm here, aren't I?
Yeah, I'm prepared to go to work, I hope. So why don't you start by calling Cassadine and reaffirming our dinner plans for tonight. Ask him what kind of wine he would like.
Now?
Yes, of course. Come on, let's go see Stella.
Hi.
Hi. Home at last.
Long day?
Well, I reckon I spent a good portion of it working on a car accident victim, and I'm sorry for that woman. She's in bad shape.
Well, this party tonight will get your mind off your job.
Oh,
Should turn out to be some evening. We're finally going to get to meet Dmitri Cassadine. Celia tells me he's quite a character.
well, not tonight.
Oh, come on, Monica, it'll be fun.
Well, you enjoy yourself. If you could keep the noise down, I'd appreciate it. You know I am a light sleeper.
Come on, you can't pass on this one, please.
Watch me.
Monica, for the family's sake, please. Look, I realize I haven't been that attentive to you lately.
Oh, really? I hadn't noticed.
Really, I'm very sorry for spending so much time on this Cassadine plan, but I'm doing it for us.
Rationalization's a wonderful thing, isn't it?
No, it's not a rationalization. I mean, if you and I manage to engineer this financial coup, certainly it'll, well, help us to forget some of our past differences, won't it?
You want to know something?
Hmm?
I doubt there is a snowball's chance in hell that we could become husband and wife again. Oh, Lila, scared me.
Don't you think you were a bit rough on him, dear?
Look, Lila, you don't know the whole story, okay?
No, but I do know that Alan is a good man. Oh, he gets a little lost sometimes and worries about things that are not important, but at heart, he's well worth the effort.
Lila, it isn't as if I haven't tried.
I know you have, dear. I know you have as well as anyone. But Alan's struggle is with his father, not with you. You see, he wants more than anything else to prove that he's worthy of the Quartermain name.
Yes, I realize that. It's just, see, I don't know how much compassion I have left in me.
More than you suspect, I imagine. Love dies a lot more slowly than it grows.
What are you saying, Lila? I'm supposed to just ignore all his faults?
No, dear. No, just that you'll consider your alternatives very, very carefully. Life is difficult enough, my dear, without abandoning the security of a happy marriage. Do you think that you're really ready to re-enter the ranks of the singles as a new recruit?